The Prestige, one of Nolan's most intriguing works, depicts through a nonlinear narrative the human experience with obsession and reality. To accomplish such a result, Nolan makes use of foreshadowing, mystery, and misdirection, which leads his work to have societal significance.
In The Prestige, Christopher Nolan leverages distinctive and interlocking timelines to control his audience's experience. By weaving the timelines together non-linearly, Nolan converts benign linear plot points into mysteries for the audience to piece together over the course of the movie, while viscerally depicting humanity's experience with obsession and reality. As stated by Davis in his work, the narrative device which structures the prestige is actually the reading of a diary within a diary, producing a layered temporality like a nested Russian Matryoshka doll.
Towards the beginning of the movie, in the timeline reflecting the earliest past, Borden and Angier are tasked with uncovering the secrets of the act of a crippled, elderly Chinese man. Okay. In this scene, Borden seems to insightfully realize that the man is not crippled at all, that in reality, he has dedicated his whole life to his act by playing the full time part of a cripple for credibility. This flashback foreshadows how Borden himself has dedicated his entire life to his act, sacrificing his freedom for the credibility of his own Transporter Man act. In another flashback to the earliest timeline, Borden is shown as a stagehand for a magician that makes a bird disappear and reappear. The child realizes that it is not the same bird, and that for the trick to work, the first bird has to die, but the audience pushes this reality from their mind to enjoy the act. This foreshadows Angier's real Transporter Man act, in which one of them has to die so that the other can complete the act, a sacrifice that the audience does not register. In this scene reflecting the latest past timeline, after Angier shoots Borden's fingers off, he has to bandage the wound. However, a month later, the bleeding is, quote, just as bad as it was when he first got shot. This foreshadows how Borden is actually two people, and that the second Borden deliberately cut off his fingers a month afterwards to commit the act. All of these foreshadowings are made through the use of flashbacks and the nonlinearity of time, which Nolan makes extensive use of to control his audience's experience and give hints to the fact that the movie itself is an act of illusion, in which he takes regular plot points and converts them into a mystery.
While Nolan hints his audience with foreshadowing, distraction is also key in this movie, both in its structure and themes, which can be seen by analyzing one of the first scenes of the work.
their way without stop. Watching Mr. Andrew drown. Would you please describe your occupation? I'm an engineer. I design illusion.
By making Borden Stroud the first scene of the movie, Nolan deceives the viewer into thinking that Borden killed Angier and that the movie is merely an explanation of why and how he did so. In reality, what happened was that Angier framed Borden for his death, which we only find out at the end of the movie. Additionally, towards the end of the movie, by omitting the detail that Borden never met Tesla, Nolan makes the viewer think that Angier is following in Borden's footsteps, when he is actually the only one to use the machine. These choices misdirect the audience just like a magic trick, which Nolan does masterfully throughout the entire movie while still providing the reader with flashbacks that hint towards the truth. This is a quote from our site, from our source.
Throughout the movie, Angier and Borden both abandon their morals in pursuit of one-upping each other and creating the greatest magic trick of all time, while the other characters, such as Sarah and Cutter, serve as moral anchors that allow the viewer to see the descent of the two main characters. This is exacerbated by the nonlinear storytelling, which is used to juxtapose these two opposite examples of morals. Additionally, as Tesla explains in a scene when Angier first meets him, society can only tolerate one change at a time.
Society only tolerates one change at a time. First time answer to change the world. It's the solution. Second time, it's asking for life to take time.
Tesla serves as a foil to Angier that Christopher Nolan uses, and the prestigious relationship with time shows how bit by bit one change can compound into developments completely unforeseen that can change someone from moral to immoral. But looking at specific moments in time, committing too far to a change is rejected by society. In conclusion, Christopher Nolan's use of foreshadowing, misdirection, and commentary is scaffolded upon the nonlinear storytelling in The Prestige. To control his audience's experience and draw poignant conclusions about human nature, Nolan leverages multiple timelines, jumping between them in ways as erratic as the characters in the film. Here are our citations, and thank you.